Hey everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Idaho the Barber. So, for all those of you who subscribed before when my channel was Bowman Bearded, the channel is going to take a whole new direction. As you can see, we're in a whole new location, and new setup, and we're going to be talking about barbering stuff, and haircuts, and beard trims, and stuff to go along with that. So that is the new direction of the channel, and today we're going to be talking about how to get the best out of your barber and how to get the best experience, because I know everybody's gone to the barbershop one time or another and asked for a haircut and you come out with something totally different, or you ask for like a little trim on your beard and you come out one side's different than the other, or it's taken way shorter than you'd like. I know I've had it happen to me, and I know you guys have too. So we're going to talk about how to get the best out of your barber experience and how to get that good experience that you really want in the haircut you really want. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I'm going to take you through a little tour of the new place. So I just moved down to Utah and started the barber school. This is my little vest here. Rep that barber school in Midville. It's a great school. Here's my name tag with my new name, Idaho. That's me now. And so I got my new setup here. I got my luxurious bastard beard shelf hanging here on the wall with my Clubman talc. Got my barber side with my straight razor. I got that Miles, best barbershop scent in the game. Also my favorite company, Honest 8 Beard Company. Got that Frosty oil. It's amazing buttercream oil. Got that in my beard right now. Got my luxurious bastard oils, my Honest Ape oils here. We got my Wall Seniors. This is the clippers that I use to cut people's hair. Got my Shark shears. Got them. And then we got my Brio Beardscapes. They're the most amazing beard trimmer that I've ever had. So that's a little tour of my new place. What we got going on in the setup here is my lantern. I was going for like a little rustic feel. But today we're going to be talking about how to get the best out of your barber. Because I have people come in and they're like, you don't want to make your barber frustrated. And there's a lot of different terminology we as barbers use that a lot of people don't know the true understanding about, and so we're going to talk about that today, and we're going to talk about how to get the best out of your barber by the way you talk to him and the way he talks to you, and you guys interact, that you guys can get the best haircut that you want. So we're going to get into that. So first steps first, have an idea of what you want. Come in there and don't just say, well, your barber sits down, it's like, what we're going to do for you today? And you're like, I don't know. I need a haircut. Oh, what do you want? Do you want a trim? Do you want a whole different hairstyle? Come in and know what you want to get out of it. And have a general idea of what you want. Come in with a picture. Say, hey, look, I want to look like Harrison Ford. Or I want a Burt Reynolds mustache. Or something like that, You got to have an idea of what you want. General idea. To get really what you want, you got to have an idea of what you want, because a barber's not a mind reader or a psychic. We are just a barber, just a human person, just your everyday guy that's cutting hair, and he doesn't know what you want. He knows has ideas of things that might look good on you, but he can't read your mind and know exactly what you want. And that leads me to the next thing. Tell me exactly what you want taken off the top, or the sides. Have an idea, A lot of people go into, franchises like Great Clips or things like that, and they know what they want because they, tell them. They're like, well, I want a number 2 on the sides with, a number 6 on top, or finger length on top, something like that. Have an idea, because, one man's idea of just a little off the top could be, minute, quarter of an inch. And another guy's could be 1.5 inches, 2 inches. You never know. One man's trim is another man's shave. So you never know really what, you're one man's short haircut, could be 5 inches. Another guy's finger length or a buzz cut, a number 1. So come in and know what you really want off the top and what you want off the sides, and have an idea. just have an idea of really what you want and tell your barber, like I want a number 2 on the sides with the finger length on top. And then your barber can, get it done. And you can just sit back and relax and enjoy the experience. Also, another one is, know how you want your neckline. Do you want it rounded? Do you want it tapered? Do you want it squared? These are all things. So with a tapered neckline, it just, it kind of like fades in and it fades in from the bottom into your haircut, and it's just like a continuous line. And then you got like your hard kind of necklines, which are like your rounded or squared, where your neckline looks rounded. Like they find like where your hair's thickest, and they kind of take off all the stuff below that and like make a nice round shape that comes around on the back of your neckline. And I'll put a picture of a rounded neckline right here. And then you have your squared neckline, where it's basically, it's a square. It's the same thing as the rounded neckline, just squared. And I will post a picture of the square neckline right here. And then you also have your tapered, which I talked about a little earlier, which is, just tapered on the ears up a little bit, and then tapered on the back, which is a little bit of a tape. It just like kind of fades into your haircut. And I'll post a picture of a taper right here. And then you have the biggest misconception I think people have when they come into a barbershop is they really don't know what the difference between a taper and a fade is. And a lot of people come into the barbershop, and I know I have before, and told my barber, like, I want a taper fade. What is a taper fade? A taper fade doesn't exist. There's a taper and there's a fade, and they're two very different things. So you have your taper, which is what I just talked about, and it goes up, just an inch on the back of your neckline and an inch right here at your parietal bone, right here, like your temple, and just fades into that natural haircut of what you got going on. And that's more like for like an older hairstyle, like a gentleman's cut, like a comb over, or something where your hair is longer on the sides. You'll get a taper. But like me, I have right now what's called a burst fade. I don't know if you can see that, but it's faded all the way up to right here. And that's when you have the fade, is when your hair goes from short to long, or it can go from skin to long, or whatever length you want on the top or the sides, and it goes up all the way and it fades into that. It's not just like an inch or two, it's more than an inch or two, and that's what makes it classified as a fade. So know what you're really looking for with that, and I'll post a picture of a fade right here. Also, there's different types of fades, so know what you're looking for when you come in. There's a high fade, a medium fade, and a low fade, and it's pretty much what it sounds like. So a high fade is going to be like all the way up, like your high and tight haircuts, and I will post a picture right here of that, and that's your high fade. You're looking for like a military like crew cut, a high and tight, anything like that. That's going to be your high fade. And then you have your mid fade, which is about the middle of your head, just around the back of your occipital bone, that's what it's called, this bone back here in the back of your head. And that is your mid fade. So you're going to fade from the bottom up to that point, and then it's going to blend in with all the hair up here. And then also you're going to have the low fade, which fades from about a little higher than a taper, about mid. It splits the distance between like a taper and a mid fade is going to be your low fade. And your low fade's for those people that don't want to be like balded out. If you don't want your skin showing like a little bit up on the back of your neck, that's for you. And that's generally what people do when they don't want balded out on the back of their neck or up here, is they get like a low fade. And I will post a picture of a low fade right here, and then I will also post a picture of a mid fade right here now. And that's the difference between like your fades. So like kind of have an idea of what fades you want to know. like what you want on the top, how much do you want off the top, and really like what you want to get off the sides and what you want in your fade, or if you want a taper haircut. And then along with that is know your sideburns. Like, what do you want to do with these babies? Do you want to shave them off? Do you want them like right here? Just know what you really want to do with them. Do you want them to blend into your beard? I don't know why you wouldn't, but a lot of people kind of like that hard line there. Know what you're looking for to get out of that. What do you want to do with your sideburns, really? Do you want to take them higher? Do you want to take them lower? Do you want them thicker? Do you want them to fade into this? It all just depends on your preference. And also, know how you want your ear line. A lot of people, we just kind of trim behind your ears because you don't want your ear hair growing over your ears. That's why the older generation says, when you get a haircut, you got your ears lowered because, you take that hair off your ears. And so, know how you want them. Do you want it, higher up your ears, or do you want them just trimmed just around your natural hairline? I prefer the natural hairline myself, and that's most of the time what we do. But just, have an idea of what you want with your ears, just to help your barber know that there's no guessing of how they want their ears. And the number 7 tips or trick that I like to help you guys to have a good experience with your barber is be willing to listen to your barber, because your barber cuts a lot of different haircuts a day, a lot of different head styles and shapes. And so if you have light blonde hair, don't come into the barbershop and expect this picture of Carlos Costa type giant black beard, and don't expect to get that super nice beard fade, because it's a lot different with your hairstyles and textures and everything. So just don't set your expectations super high, thinking you're gonna get this totally different hairstyle if your hair's nothing like that. Try to find pictures of people have the same hair color or style as you. A lot of people come in and they want to get designs on the side of their heads, a lightning bolt or something like that, and they'll show us a picture of this African American man, and it's super prevalent because you can see it, because their hair's textured, it's really thick, and it's black, and then they have blonde hair that's really fair hair, and you can't see it as good as you did on the picture, and they're well, why didn't this come out the way that I wanted it to? Well, that's because your hair is totally different. So try to find a hairstyle with a person that has the same head shape as you, same hair colors as you, and that'll really help you. And be willing to listen to your barber. If your barber's well, I can do something like that, but what if we tried this instead? Be willing to listen to them, because they generally know what they're talking about, because they've been cutting hair a while, and a lot of learning goes into this and becoming a barber and cutting hair. So be willing to take your barber's advice, because they can either be your best friend or worst enemy, depending on how you treat them and how you listen to them. And you'll get the best haircut possible. Also, know what type of beard styles you want. Whether it's a goatee, a handlebar mustache, a horseshoe mustache. If you're coming in to get a beard trim, kind of have a style or a picture, coming back to your haircut of what you really want to do. Because if you have that idea of what you want, then your barber can have that visual aid there, and he can really help that idea come to life and really make that work for you. So just kind of have know what beard style and hairstyle goes best for your head shape. And we'll have a video later on that talks about different beard styles for different head shapes, and what could work best for you, and how to rock the facial hair that you have. As always, you guys just keep bearding on, and I'm excited for this new channel direction. Super excited to bring these contents. If you guys have any suggestions of videos that you'd like to see, comment below. Also, hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to know when my videos come out, so you guys can stay tuned on how to get the best out of your barber experience. I'll also be doing like tips and tricks on haircuts and like how to style your hair for different haircuts, and I'll be cutting hair in videos on like a mannequin to show you guys like different haircuts and like how we do that if you're interested in that. So hit that subscribe button to get notified when that content comes out. Thanks guys. We got some great videos coming up on, like I said, we're going to do the beard video on like different beard styles, and I'll talk about how to trim a beard and things like that and how to do different haircuts. So I'm super excited about that. You guys stay tuned for more. Thanks and have a great day.